Hi, everyone. I'm Kaylin Chiarello-Ebner, editor and associate publisher of Whole Foods Magazine. And today we're talking about The Supplement Pyramid, the latest book by Dr. Michael A. Smith, who's here with me today. Hi, Dr. Mike.
Hi, how are you, Kaylin?
Good, thanks. Dr. Mike is the senior health scientist and online personality for Life Extension. He's an author, blogger, and host of Healthy Talk Radio on RadioMD.com. Dr. Mike's new book, The Supplement Pyramid, and its companion website, MySupplementPyramid.com, is all about building a personalized nutritional regimen. With so many kinds of supplements on the market today, this book is great for helping readers figure out their unique needs, what supplements they'd benefit from, and why. So let's talk more about the book, Dr. Mike.
Sure, yeah, well, you did a great job. That was a great introduction. It is. I think the wave of the future for all forms of medicine, Kaylin, is about personalization. It's about really looking at the individual, the things that we're going through, the symptoms that we have, risk factors, family history, telling that story that our body is telling us, right, that our genetics is telling us. And from that story, figuring out which supplements would be the best ones for us. So that way we're not just guessing and taking everything, hoping something works, or maybe because there's so many choices, we don't know what to do, we get paralyzed and we do nothing. So either one of those cases is not ideal. So I want to bring people more towards the middle, where we are taking supplements because we understand the need for them, but we're doing the right ones based on our needs.
Right. And the book is actually set up in a very unique fashion. I figured I would start off by asking you to tell our readers a little bit more about the tiers of the pyramid. What went into those?
Sure. So when you look at the pyramid, there's three levels. Moving from the bottom up, you have the foundation. In the middle of the pyramid, you have the personalization, and at the top of the pyramid is the optimization. The foundation is the most important. These are the supplements we all need to take, Caitlin. These are the supplements that help us to be healthy humans. So you're talking about an ideally dosed multivitamin. You're talking about omega-3 oils, CoQ10, which is important for cell energy. And then the last supplement in that foundation are the probiotics. These are the healthy gut bacteria that support all phases of digestion. I often teach, Caitlin, you're only as healthy as your gut. So that's why those probiotics are foundational, in my opinion. Now, once you got those going, and I believe all of us should be doing those, you can then move into the middle part, which is where we personalize your approach. So how did I do that? Well, I went back to my days as a clinician, and I said, if somebody came into my office with a complaint, like a headache or chest pain, whatever it was, before I did any testing, blood work, before I took out even my stethoscope, I would go through a series of questions with this person. I would develop what is called a clinical history. That's what I did with the supplement pyramid. I came up with 16 health quizzes that you simply answer yes or no to. Now, these are real clinical assessments that I would ask you in my office. So these are real questions that develop that clinical history. You simply answer yes or no. So they're simple. From your answers, I can develop a score for each quiz. Now, these quizzes cover everything from your heart, your brain, cancer, diabetes. Once I have that score, it gives me an idea of what kind of risk you have for having issues, either right now or in the future, for that body part or for that disease. Once I have that score, I can then line you up with supplements based on research that have been shown to help that body part or disease. That's where the personalization comes in. Now, there are other things you can do, and I talk about this in the book, Caitlin. Blood work is important there, nutrient testing, even genetic testing. All of that can play a role, but that's another layer of detail that comes after you take the quizzes. So everybody can start personalizing with these quizzes. The top part of the pyramid is where we optimize your regimen. This is where I focus mostly on talking about supplements that have been shown to help us manage the aging process better. There's about 6 or 7 mechanisms established in research of why we age as humans, from the cell level all the way out to you. And I offer up nutrients that can help to counteract those aging mechanisms so that you can age healthier longer.
Right. That's great. I love those quizzes. I mean, it's really interactive. I think readers will really like that, too. Is it time-consuming to take them, and can you give us a couple examples of what information is being collected?
Sure. No, you could go through all 16 quizzes probably in about 30 minutes, and you don't even have to do all the quizzes at once. You can just focus on the areas that are more important to you. And actually, both in the book and on the website, mysupplementpyramid.com, the first thing I do before I even show you the quizzes is I have you do a medical inventory. This is simply like a checklist of things that you are concerned about based on your family, based on your own issues. And you can use that as a guide to which quizzes you want to take. But even if you did all 16, no, it is not time-consuming. Although the quizzes are real clinical assessments, I've made the questions easy. So you just, as I said, answer yes or no, and you'll get that score, and then you'll see the supplements that I suggest based on that score. Now, some of the questions, to give you an example of what you'll answer, there are questions about lifestyle. You know, let's just take the cardiovascular quiz that's on there. Kaylin, I might ask you about, are you eating the right amount of fiber every day? Are you avoiding the cholesterol? Are you eating the right kind of fats? But then I also ask you more specific questions. What is your cholesterol level? What is your inflammatory markers? Now, if you don't know those, there's an option to say, I don't know, and I factored a way to calculate that into your score if you don't know. And so it's real simple. Yes or no, based on lifestyle, labs, symptoms, and risk factors. And it really does paint that picture for that body part or for that disease system that then allows me to know which supplements are going to work.
That's great. It's a really smart tool here that readers can use. Quickly, could you tell us a little more about how people can use mysupplementpyramid.com?
Sure. All you do is you go online. So here's the beauty of it. Those quizzes, and you're right, Caitlin. People love taking quizzes, right? So it really worked out well here. And it only made sense to take those quizzes I wrote for the book and digitize them, put them on a website, right? So people can go, as you said, to mysupplementpyramid.com. You can build your regimen right there. You can start with that inventory. You can take the quizzes that you want to focus on, and you can start building a list of supplements, again, that really are essential for you as an individual, that personalization part. Here's the beauty of having the website. I can also store all of your quizzes. Okay. So you can take some of the supplements, go back maybe 6 months later, a year later, retake the quizzes, and see how those supplements are working, and where maybe you need to make some adjustments. We are dynamic creatures, right, Kaylin? We're changing all the time. So your answers might change based on new symptoms, new risks, the supplements that are working, and so we can store all of that. We can keep your regimen right there online, and it can grow as you grow.
That's fantastic. This is such a great tool, so interesting, really neat technique. The Supplement Pyramid by Dr. Michael A. Smith is published by Basic Health Publications and is available from several retailers and also on mysupplementpyramid.com. Thanks so much for talking with us today, Dr. Mike.
Caitlin, it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.